Welcome to episode 10. In this episode, we're going to be going over some mount details with some S-mount, an S-mount armbar, a cheeky Americana, or key lock from S-mount. We've also got plans to promote one of our students today, someone that I've trained with for quite a long time. I've known him since he's 17, and he's been off and on in that time, but he's had a consistent run training with me in the gi. So we're going to promote him to blue belt, going to give a couple of stripes, and hope that we've got a massive class full of people, loads of energy in the room. I'll lift my energy, and we'll get everyone going and have a really good time. So welcome to episode 10.
So all you need this content out here.
So what do I like about jiu-jitsu? This is me granddad, this is me dad, and I'm Tom.
This is the one, if it fell out of the tree, it wouldn't hit the floor.
This them.
Look at that.
I'm trying to zoom in, but I'm going like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Couple of minutes on the clock, probably 3 minutes. One person driving, just any takedown. If you want to switch up your takedowns, you can keep doing different ones. I tend to just do one and drill it over and over and over and over until the point when the 3 minutes is over. That should be pretty much set in your mind how to do that. First person going for 3 minutes, then I'll shout swap, and then the second person will go for 3 minutes. Just get nice and warm, and then we'll get straight into the techniques. Cool? Mount sweep this week. There's loads of different versions of mount that we sort of went into a little bit last night with the sweeping from bottom, didn't we? About high mount, attacking mount, where you tend to do more shoulders. And then there's a position which is called S mount. Yeah, it's quite heavy, which is why I like to play it. So for S mount, what we tend to do, see, even these are spray painted on. A2, or at least you get an A6 or something. So we get into the mount position, and Jarve's sort of like blocking his neck. So the first thing you'll find, whenever you're in mount with someone, they will do this. They will always like cover their neck, because all of my shows have to be inside them hands. So if his hands weren't there, I would go to like here, here, here. But if he's blocking, kills that. Okay? So just a little tip. It's nothing to do with the technique or anything. But in general, hide basically neck from that. Which makes it a lot harder to sort of. So from here, I'm going to start attacking this elbow and opening it up, because my aim is to bring my knee up behind his head. So my aim is to get my knee up behind his head and kill this top arm. So there's a few ways to do it. You can go double underhooks, which tends to be quite hard and you tend to get swept. So if I start going for this, I start lifting up. See how I haven't got any base, and I've got a base on my body. Okay, so to keep my base, to make sure I've always got something, I like to come to here, and then I start lifting it over. Now you see when I'm doing that, I'm pulling it across straight away, I'm bringing my chest on top of the tricep. So I'm not just going like this, because he's going to speak in it. So just pull it back. Yeah? But if I bring it across into place, straight away. Okay? From here, I'm then going to block his head, so I'm going to bring my knee here. So I'm going to block it like that, I can go behind, but I tend to go boom, like that. My right foot is pinched into his hip, okay? And my left knee is right up by his head. I can go to this sort of position, active toes as I always say, and then we're here. From then, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to pull it in, and I get my hamstring to crush this. Okay? If you want to do it properly, sit on them slightly, make it a little bit uncomfortable. Okay? And then from this position, there's loads of attacks, loads of arm bars and everything. But just for this first little bit, I want you to get to this position. And it should feel quite uncomfortable for your man. So it should feel a little bit heavy, but more than anything, it feels like he's got no control of his hands anymore. So if we're here, then I'll pull that and I'll holster that arm. You see I've got control of that, I've got control of that, and I've got control of that, and his head is on my knee. You don't want to go like that because he's still got a little bit of like space. So I'll try and pull it up with my knee under his head. This is all, if you can feel it, you're pinching everything in. I'm never loose like this. Pinching everything in. So my hamstring, pulling this in, knee under his head, active toes, not like that because that's not strong. And I'm basically just pushing him a little bit. Okay? Just that position to start with, and then I'll show you a few attacks from it. The hardest bit is getting into the position. Okay? So, as I said before, like I said, Gordon Wright, he goes on down, he starts opening up and that. I'm not very good at that, so I'm not going to teach you, I'm going to be honest. I'll get swept every time I try it. So I tend to go elbows inside, and I pull across and I replace with my chest. Okay, with my belly in this case. And then from there, I'm just going to use his head to just, I'm going to bring it up to here, okay? Grab that bottom arm, hamstring, and everything's just replaced at all times. That comes into the holster, that's pinching in, this is under his head, that's full control there. Anything less than that, you haven't got very good control, and then you'd be heavy on him, pinching everything in. Cool, one more. Cool? Cool with that? I'll come round anyway, yeah. Oh, love him on there. 1, 2, 3.
Here's my grandson.
Hi, Grandad. I'm just with me dad. My other half says I get funnier the longer the day goes on, so at night I'm at my funniest.
It's almost easier to do it than to teach it because you've got to feel that you're tight on top of them. You can still get booked off, but it tends to be that because you're at that angle, if you're on your tiptoes, you've got a really good base, and if you get sent the other way, you base that way. So we'll move on to a cheeky submission from it now. There's a few really nice ones to be fair. So we pull it across, coming high, pull that up, again, yeah, okay? So the first one is if I pull this one across here, again, see my angle? I can't remember what I was saying to you, wasn't I? It's my angle, it gives me this. If I'm on like this, you feel like you're going to go backwards. So your angle, lifting his head off the mat, makes a big difference, okay? So if he's all crossed up like this, I'm going to look for this top arm, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to holster this arm. He's screwed now, because this has got no protection, unless he starts grabbing my foot, but I don't think he's really going to do anything with that. So from here, all I'm going to do, again, keeping my weight on top of the tricep, I'm going to come through and I'm going to grab my own collar, okay? And I'm going to base my hand over here, not here, because you can get launched that way. The base has to be here, towards the legs, towards the thighs, okay? And all I'm going to do, I'm going to very slowly bring my knee over his head. I'm not falling back. Everyone thinks that you've got to fall back on an arm bar. You haven't got to at all. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop my hips into the tricep. I'm just going to slowly, okay? And you see how close it is to where I just was? I've hardly moved over. Now, if I went just straight into this, he's got loads of opportunities to just come straight on top. So anytime you can hit an arm bar, if you can hit it from the mount and stay in the mount, do it. Don't just give it all up to look, I've got to fall back for an arm bar. That's probably tighter than falling back. Because if you think when you're flat on the floor, I've got an arm right here, right? Okay, if I'm trying to arch my body back, I've got the floor under me. Do you know what I mean? It's why I make so much about being really close in. So when the armbar actually comes on, it should be back here. Still got loads of space to snap. Same with this. Okay, so we're doing all the same. Obviously drill this bit properly, but just get to the position. We're holstering this into here, okay? We're going to come under, grab our own collar. We're basing our hand towards the legs. What I'm going to do, slowly go forward, bring my knee over his head. Be careful with it though, guys, because it's tight, isn't it, that? And what I was saying about having an armbar when your back's flat on the mat, you've got no further to go, so if they're not tapping, you can't go anywhere, can you? If you're over them, you can go as far as you want. You've got a full range of motion. Okay? Cool with that? Yeah? I'll come around anyway. 1, 2, 3.
That's my boy.
Thanks, Grandad.
I sort of trapped my wrist to try and come out of it.
Yeah.
And then reel back, and I was just trying to. So if you basically further, you see if I can maybe try and kick it here. So I was looking at the hammer, trying to spread my weight over to it, and then do that side. Now try and sort of bring your head up a bit more, push it up. That's it. Nice.
Again, you're getting straight into S mount. Boom. Boom from here, yeah? Nice and tight. Again, I've noticed a few of you already haven't got active toes. It's really important that is. Whenever you're in these positions, you should be pushing into them and keeping them nice and tight. The hamstring should be pulling him in. His head should be off the mat. If he isn't up on his one shoulder, it's not right. You won't finish the technique properly. You have to have them so that they have to be uncomfortable basically. I know we're all mates and you want to keep it all nice for everyone, but you can't really do this. Just is what it is. So he's been really locked tight with everything, yeah. I want to holster this because I want to go for that. I mean, if it was on the top, you probably would just get it anyway and sod it without the holster. If he's doing this though, come to this arm, right? Use your thumb. Whenever we do Americanas, Keylocks, Kimuras, we tend to say thumbs on the inside. With this, I like to use my thumbs. I find it just a little bit easier to control the wrist. So, okay, we're in this position. Come around here and watch this guy. So, you can literally do it off that. But what I like to do, if I can't holster this and he's hit that arm, right, I've got to change my game just very slightly. So I have to attack this arm instead. You can switch around for an arm bar on the other side, or you can just do a really cheeky Americana. So from here, we come through, we grab our own wrist, just say as soon as I want. You're pinching your legs together exactly the same. And what I'm going to do, it's only that, just a little, like that. Grabbing to there, again, go like that if you want. I find thumbs with this, you can control it a little bit better. Thumbs, that. So just be really careful if you're going for it, especially in rolling, because we all get excited, don't we? I've got him! Champagne. One more time. So, this is just an option if they're good at hiding their arms. People tend to at the blue belt clubs. So we're in the S-mount position. Paul's hit his arm. Okay, so he's hit that arm. So I'm now gonna. Yeah. So he's hit that top arm, so I can't just grab it and ding it. He's been really strong with that, so I can't holster it. So what I go inside, control. Okay. That's all we're doing. But make sure you're tight with your body. Right angle, so we're not like this. My foot isn't in, I'm turning in, his head's off the mat, his shoulders off the mat. Look how uncomfortable that should feel. It's horrible. Should feel horrible as well. So we're in this position. Come in, Americana. Literally one wrist goes through to there. Yeah? Cool? Be careful. It's your shoulders, mate. Really get it. 1, 2, 3. Really good work. Push that knee back and get a half guard. Obviously the mount position, it isn't my favourite position to attack from, to be quite honest here. I like to get side control for a lot of my submission attacks, my Kimura and stuff, but if I do go mount, it's usually S mount because there's just so many options from there. It doesn't just, you know, a lot of people get mount and they're like, right, what I always say, champagne, they start champagning because they've got the mount position, but then they just stay there like, oh, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to lose this. But you know, aim for that S mount because that's what it's all about. When you do get mount, and yeah, and that's it. Yeah, I just wanted to give a couple of stripes out. Obviously, we've been at it. We've only been out a couple of months, but there's people that have come from other academies and stuff. So there's people that are probably a little bit further on. Like Dan said earlier, he's got like 2 stripes, and he feels, oh god, I've got these 2 stripes. I don't know whether I feel like I'm a 2 stripe. But in fact, actually, why are you there, Trav? You should be the other side of it.
Yeah, Trav.
Are you ruining the...
Yeah, Trav.
But, Trav, you're first. So yeah, a lot of people say like stripes, don't worry about them and that. But I think you should. I think it's a sign that you're doing well. It's a sign that you're turning up. If you're not getting stripes, it's probably because you ain't coming. Do you know what I mean? So if you come in, you're doing well. And plus it also sorts out the hierarchy. So when you do sort of get tapped out and stuff, by people that are like, no stripes, and you're thinking, at least they've got a stripe on the belt. And in karate, this would be a black belt. Breath there, ain't your son? Cheers, mate. Liam as well. And again, this guy, like, how long have you been training for?
2 years.
A few years. Like I've been at 2 other academies with Liam, and then we've come together, haven't we? Full circle, so. All those other stripes have been in different types of tails.
Are we crying, Trav?
So this is the last one before he finally gets his blue belt. Obviously he's been at it. And obviously if you don't get stripes, it doesn't mean I don't love that. it just means we've still got stuff to work on. Obviously these guys have come from other academies. I mean, how long have you been training? You started in like March or something now. So off and on, quite a while. That being said, people that have been training for a while, Big Tom. So I'm going to give Tom his blue belt tonight. I'm really So yeah, as I say, I started with Tom in the old MMA scene when Tom was about 20 kilos. Now he's about 25, isn't he?
Just about.
This is a nice 4 belt, by the way. Yeah, so I went up through like the MMA scene with Tom. So we've known each other for years. So for him to choose us, he's ace for me, to be quite honest. You know, it's a real privilege. It's a real privilege that he's chosen me to finish his journey around. So, do you want to say a few? We don't do any whipping at Gracie Barra, but we do like to give a little speech. So.
Yeah, as John says, it's just been a long journey for me, and obviously, like training with you lot as well, it helps me to teach, because one of the best ways for us to learn is to help each other and to teach each other. So I'm a man of few words. So, but yeah, just help each other. If you can help each other, you're helping yourself in selfish, non-selfish kind of way. If you get what I mean. But yeah, so but genuinely means a lot. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Means a lot to me too.
That's
I had to get it out of the way. I ain't gonna lie, the belt didn't turn up, so that's like
Yes, in the post.
the belt is in the post. But I couldn't wait any longer. I wanted it filmed and everything. So yeah, congratulations, well deserved, because you don't feel like a white belt, or you don't even feel like a blue belt, to be quite honest. Yeah, but we've done it right anyway. So yeah, thanks. With that being said, thanks everyone for coming. Really good session, wicked energy as always, and let's just keep grinding, man. Awesome. Let's bow to the masters. Bow to yourselves.
So that was episode 10. Like, share, subscribe, get your nan on Facebook, get your dog. If you're one of them weird people that's got Instagram for your dog, they should be able to share our page as well. If you can type in youtube.com and Gracie Barra Rugeley, then you should be sharing. If you ain't sharing, what you're doing with your life. Let's get it going.